Hi, Christine here from the Lazy Peeps Book Club. If you're not already a fan of our book club, that's a-okay, welcome. If you don't know who we are, we were founded in 2020. I am a co-founder. Ashley is my other co-founder, and we made this book club because we really just wanted to talk about books with the book lovers in our lives. And we've been active ever since. We have an Instagram where you can see what some of our members are currently reading and some short reviews about those books. And then we do have a podcast that you can find on any of your favorite podcast networks. So this video is from a challenge that Ashley brought to the group where we had created an unwrapped challenge. So we took 12 books that have been on our TBR for quite a while, wrapped them up in Christmas or general wrapping paper, brown paper bag wrapping paper. I mean, whatever wrapping people wanted. And then at the beginning of each month, we unwrap one of those books, and then we have to either read it or we decide if it's a DNF, a did not finish book. So far, we're at month 7 starting tomorrow. But I have read 5 out of my 6. So I've only DNF'd 1, and DNFing books is a-okay. If you do not like a book, put it aside. Don't force yourself to read it. So since we are halfway through this challenge, I want to talk to you a little bit about the books that I have read so far, and then we can unwrap my July book together. So to get us started, my first unwrapped book was Gretchen and the Bear by Carrie Ann Noble. She is a local Pennsylvania author. So that was a really cool thing to find out. I give this book 3 stars. I probably give it 3 and a 5. But it is a mix of sci-fi and fantasy, and you follow the narrator, Gretchen. She is a 16-year-old girl, and she has kind of landed from a space civilization onto this planet where she's trying to find her sister, and she ends up interacting with different types of beings, including the bear folk. It's very much so Goldilocks and the 3 Bears themed, but it's neat. If you get a chance to read it, I highly recommend it. The second unwrapped book I had was Every Word You Never Said by Jordan Green, and I gave it 2 stars. It follows a non-verbal queer character named Skylar Gray. Oof, I'm so sorry. Skylar Gray. And it's just written really weird, and I'm not sure how close it is to the truth of a non-verbal human's experience. And the reviews are very mixed all over the place. So it was meh. I did finish it, but again, it was meh. And then for the month of March, so our 3rd month into the year, I read Welcome to Deadland by Zachary Tyler Linville. This book was a book I had been given from a friend in college, and they were like, oh my gosh, I think you'll really like this. And I kept it on my TBR for maybe like 7 years. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, and it does follow 3 different narrators through their experience during this zombie apocalypse. It's really good. The ending is what made me give it 4 stars. It's very the ending makes it set up for another book, and there is no other book. So that's your warning. It is a standalone, but it feels like it shouldn't be. I read A List of Cages. I do have the uncorrected advanced copy. Ashley had given me this book from her TBR shelf before we were no longer roommates. And so I don't know how it compares to the corrected version, but this book is fantastic. I gave it a 5 star, and it follows a kid named Adam, as well as a character named Julian. It is heart-wrenching, and it's really hard at times, but it's really good if you can get through it. You can read the Goodreads review, whatever you feel like. I really liked that one. And then my last read, which I know everybody in my book club was so excited I finally read it, is The Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Oh my gosh. I don't know why it took me so long to read this book. It's very much so like dark and grimy and violent, but in a good way. And the characters are fantastic. I gave it a 4 out of 5, only because there were some parts that I was just like, this character's meh. I think I gave it a 5-star in my personal journal. Oh well. We'll figure that one out. But anyway, I have the second one on my to read shelf right here. So I plan to read the second one. It was really, really good. I think Kaz is definitely my favorite character. He's one of the more dark and violent characters though. So if you're not into a dark, violent character, maybe not for you. But those are the 6 books I have read to date so far for our Unwrap challenge. And today we are opening this book for our July read. And it feels like a soft cover, paperback. Oh my gosh, I do that every time. So let's open it up and see what we get. All right, so for the month of July, we are reading More Than This by Patrick Ness. This is another book that my friend Chris has let me borrow, and I have not returned back very fast, but we're gonna read it. So this is our July read. Super excited to let you know what I think about it. I think that's it. So thank you for hanging out for this short video, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Okay, bye.